everybody, J.M. Manion here at the NPC Photo Gym, and here to do his first road to the Olympia here is...
Kerrith Bajjo, IFBB Pro 212 Division.
Okay, you sure that's how you say your name?
I'm pretty sure. Last check, yeah, that was it.
Okay, tell the people how some of the variations people throw at you.
Oh my goodness, we've got Kenneth, Keith, Kerrith. I don't even want to start with the last name, but let me give you a little bit. You got Bajo, Banjo, Bajo. Bajo. Oh God, the stuff I get in the mail. It's trust me. I'm like, who is this guy? But yeah, so I get a whole bunch of variations, but it is Kerrith Bajjo. Yes.
So you actually have a lot of aliases if you need them. You need them.
Yeah, we could run with that. Yeah, I would never get caught.
I could just see, Keith Banjo on the run.
yeah. I'm like, good luck to that guy. But yeah, Kerrith Bajjo. It is a name that my mother and my aunt came up with, and I think it has some biblical reference. And I've just been stuck with it for a long time now. So that's not going to change.
Okay, so when Karth came here, I told him, I said, I remember when he turned pro, and he said to me one day that he was going to be at the NPC Photo Gym, and he probably thought I would never remember that, correct?
I did. And when he hit me with it today, I was like, wow. Dude, you got a memory like a steel trap. And sure enough, I saw that plan through. And here we are today at the NPC gym.
All right. Going to the Olympia now. What are your thoughts?
Win. That's the only thought. On top of fun, because, without fun, winning is just boring. But the whole goal is to win this year's 212 Olympia. And that would be the storybook of a lifetime. And then we want to do it again next year.
All right. So we're in Orlando this year.
Yes.
We've been in Vegas. Do you like going to Orlando?
Love Orlando. Vegas, I got the flu. It was the worst flu. I pray this never happens again to anybody. But Orlando was such a relaxing venue. Vegas, there's just so much going on. Yeah, I'm more of a homebody. To see Vegas was overwhelming, and it was beautiful. But I'm an East Coast guy, and I love the warm weather. Vegas was like 40 degrees.
Tell everybody where you're from.
I'm originally born in Jamaica. I moved to the States when I was about 4 years old. I've lived in Connecticut my whole life. And, I'm still in Connecticut. And, that's where I am now. So, yeah.
All right. So when did you start weight training?
I started weight training in my later high school years, and then it started to pick up when I became a more advanced athlete.
What sports did you play?
I was a track and field star. Let me backtrack. Maybe not a star, but I was really good at track and field. And
well, you thought you were a star. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, people gave me that title. I didn't take it. So I did that. I was really good at the field events, and I was one of the faster guys in the state at the time. But around 18, I started flirting with the gym. I didn't really start lifting and weight training till I was about 27. Then when I hit 32, I decided I'm going to bodybuild. Here I am.
Okay. So what made you just say, all right, now I'm going to go into bodybuilding?
Well, I wasn't as athletic anymore. But not to say that bodybuilders aren't athletic. It's just that I wasn't able to perform the way I used to. And I started to see that decline. I just didn't want to do those abusive things to my body. So now I just take it out with weights.
So were you still running, doing track and field stuff, or what?
Now?
No, before you made the switch.
Actually, I had a hip injury that sidelined me for about 2 years, and I decided I'm going to get back into the weight room. And when I did, I met a guy, his name was Jason. Him and his wife told me, hey, you're in great shape. What show are you getting ready for? And I was like, what are you talking about? So he's like, you got to do a bodybuilding show. You're ready for it? This was 2014. And I did the Connecticut Grand Prix, and I did really well at that show. And since then, it's just been, it's been a great ride, man. I mean, we've been to the Olympia. This is going to be our third time there. And yeah, not for lack of effort, we're still training and keep getting better. So we're not going to stop.
Okay. So what did you think whenever Hottie decided to go open instead of 212.
I loved it. I love seeing people push themselves to the limit. And I mean, that if nothing else, how bold is that statement? Like a shorter guy going up against giants and holding his own and coming out as the winner.
And then you have Derek following suit.
Once again, how cool is that? So I see these guys doing this. I see Sean do it, Hottie, William. And, I would love to follow suit in those footsteps and take it to the open one day myself. But, nothing but respect for those guys. I love the 212 guys. I love the open guys, but there's just something to be said about the guy that is the underdog, the David versus Goliath story. And, lately David's been winning.
Yeah, and the fact that they were first and second.
Yeah, David's winning.
That was a big, big statement.
Huge. So my 212 guys, I love you. Derek, Hottie, thank you for paving the way.
Okay, so now, I know everyone's talking about Sean, but do you feel that the 212 was basically open to anybody winning?
I don't want to just say because of Sean, but any division that you really, have, the option to switch places, I would say that it's always up for grabs. So it's who's going to perform their best on that day. So I think at any given time, the title is vulnerable. These guys know how to win. They're there for a reason, but you still got to fight like hell to hold that title.
Yeah. I know, because everyone's like, well, Sean went and he won an open and he's, of course, with 212 and everything. But then he made a decision to stay in 212, which probably is a good decision.
I think that's smart. As much as you want to take it to the next level, you got to do what your heart loves. And I think Sean genuinely loves the 212. I'm just speaking from what I know of him. But I think he genuinely loves the division. And I think that's where he is at home. Maybe one day he does take it permanently to the open. We saw what he did at the Arnold. So, it's no question. He went up against some of the biggest, best guys in the world, and he held his own. So, with all that, I think it's a matter of time before we see him make that jump. Yeah. Rightfully so. Because if he maxes out his frame, doesn't matter what he weighs. If he looks the part, this is an aesthetic sport. So if he looks the part, why not?
Me personally, I think that this year, every year the Olympia is exciting, but I think this year is super exciting because in a lot of divisions, you have multiple Olympia champions in each division that are, of course, only one of them is the defending champion, but you've got these other ones that are trying to win it back, and then you've got the other competitors that are trying to beat all of them too.
100%. And I love to see the rivalry that's going on with Sarah and Natalia. That, I got to say, I, as a fan, I think that is super exciting right now because, these two are neck and neck. And, I think that, Sarah's going to bring it, Natalia's going to bring it, and we're in for a show. 212 is going to be insane. Open is going to be crazy. The talent pool is just so deep this year. 1 to 10. Geez, flip a coin. I know it's always that way, but this year, probably more so than ever.
Well, in bikini, you have 4 Olympia champions.
That's a lot. That's a lot. To say the least, that is a lot. And, how much more?
It's the most of any of the divisions.
Yeah, how much more competitive do you get than that? That's legit. Flip a straw.
But like I say, that doesn't guarantee them the top 4, though.
No. Listen, we're doing this thing for real. You don't play this. You live this. So it's who's fully invested in this, who really wants it the most. That's going to walk away with that title at the end of the day. That's what people really want to see is the hunger, the people that really, did the work. They did their homework. They practiced. They posed. They ate properly. They rested properly. Then they practice posing and just repeat, rinse and repeat. And whoever does that the best, the most efficient is going to walk away the winner.
Yeah, and like you said, every division, there's some storyline in every division this year.
Yeah. And I love seeing people being more open about, their process. It's enlightening for the young people that are coming up. So make sure you young guys pay attention to all the hard work that's going into this, because, it's more than just going to the gym and putting on a new Gymshark stringer, or, let me not say Gymshark, but, whatever stringer you choose to wear, it's bigger than that. It's going through and actually living this. This is not pretend. We really, really do this. We love this. We genuinely put our heart and soul in this. We're putting blood, sweat, and guts on the line every day, even on your rest day. So, we take it seriously so you guys could take it seriously.
Okay, so I see you're pretty much in the Redcon 1.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Redcon 1. Aaron, what's up? Redcon signed me back in February, and, been nothing but good to me. So thank you, Redcon.
That helps too with the training and getting ready and everything.
Oh, absolutely. They put me out there. I'm on the commercials and the little videos on YouTube and stuff like that. That's always cool to see yourself in that light. So,
have you been to the Redcon 1 gym?
I have been to Boca, and that gym is awesome.
It's one of the few gyms that my father let them have that NPC logo in it.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah, when you walk right in there.
I did not know. I thought that was strictly reserved to Powerhouse, but I did see it there. I didn't know that it was exclusive to just a few gyms.
Well, they have to ask for permission.
Well, I think it's very fitting because a lot of Redcon athletes compete in the NPC and the IFBB.
And they chose the red logo.
Yeah. Well, Redcon, red. So, yeah, it fits. But awesome facility, and thank you guys for letting them be part of the family.
Yeah. One of the other people that was here a couple of weeks ago, they were opening up a gym, and they were talking to my father about being able to put the NPC logo in there too. So
nice. You know what? I can't wait to see what comes for Redcon, and I really want them to open up a facility up north. Aaron, New York, Connecticut. I'm just saying, it'd be nice to have a facility in that area.
Maybe you could manage it.
Maybe I can manage it. I'm just saying, I like that. I think the people...
We're just throwing it out there.
The people want to see this. It'd be cool. It'd be cool. And we could put one of these logos in there too. Definitely.
There you go.
Supersize it. Maybe like a big old 20-foot logo would be awesome.
So, if you got any more ideas, just keep throwing them.
I don't want to dig a hole too deep. So, yeah, but I would love to see that. And honestly, I think a lot of gyms are out there. They're more health clubs. But when you see that NPC logo, that IFBB logo, you know that it's for real. You know that people are taking your fitness seriously. You know that, there are competitors here. And for a competitor, I'm speaking for myself, but, I just know that if I see this logo in a gym, it's time to do serious business. Let's train. Let's do our thing. So, love seeing this logo here. This is my second home. Yeah.
All right. So you got to take a look around. This is our new facility. What did you think of it?
Love it. Love it. Honestly, I would love something like this for myself. If I could have it, probably a little bit too big, but, it's got everything you need. What really impressed me the most is, the location. It's very, it's very out there. You'd think you'd be down in the heart of Pittsburgh, but, I like the remoteness of it.
Because it's not a public gym, we just don't want people showing up here thinking they could train. That's why there's actually no signs on the outside of the building.
That's cool. Makes it even more exclusive. So you got to be in the club to get in the club.
Yeah, to get here, I actually send you a picture of the building.
Yeah. And even then I had a hard time finding it. It's in something, underneath something, around something, and then, in back of something. But once you're here, you know that you're home.
All right. While we're standing here, do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Shout outs to Redcon. Shout outs to Rest When Dead. Shout outs to Protan. You guys always keep me looking shiny on stage. Flex Pro Meals. You guys always look out for me with my food. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone else. Shout out to Iron Factory Gym. Iron Factory Gym. Matt, you gotta talk to these guys. Get one of these logos in there for sure. That's the gym that I train at in Connecticut. And if I'm not there, I'm always down at Bev Francis. You already know what it is. We get down there and we handle some serious business, serious competitors. One of my favorite facilities to train at, period.
Nobody else? Anybody in this room?
Shout outs to my lovely lady, Lori. You know, she's been with me since day one.
I mean, you've been standing there looking at her the whole time.
It's going to be a long drive home. Thank you, JM. Thank you, JM. All right, guys, if I don't make it, but
this is the last known recording of
I left Pittsburgh
looking like this.
I left Pittsburgh in good health at 7 o'clock. But yes, shout outs to my lady Lori. She's always been there for me. All right. But yes, that
You're blushing.
I am blushing. I can hardly put sentences together. But oh, you're gonna get me killed, Jam.
I didn't do it.
You should have started with that earlier. So yeah, shout outs to Lori. She knows I love her. She's been with me since day one. So we're talking about my third amateur show. Lori and I met, and she's been right in my corner telling me I could do this. And I tell you this, if you guys have a strong support system, anything is possible. So if you're going to do this with somebody, make sure they're on board. Make sure they're just as invested as you are, even if you're not on the stage. I got a lovely woman that takes care of me. Make sure that I have all my meals in. Even when I'm slipping and I'm tired, she's in my corner. So shout outs to Lori. Shout outs to my mama. Mama, I love you. My sister, everybody that's in my corner. Jaden, Justin Miller, my guy. You know, hell, all you guys that support me on this journey, that is probably the biggest motivator, because I don't know you, and yet and still you guys push me. You guys constantly push me to be my best. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
All right. So if you want to see Kerrith Bajjo win the Olympia, make sure you get yourself to Orlando.
November 2nd, if you can't be there, Olympia TV, make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be a hell of a show. 212 division. And I pray you guys here and new. And that's with all due respect to the champ and all the other competitors. But man, I want this one so bad, so bad, so bad. So we're going to do all the work in the next 4 weeks, finishing up strong. We're going to run through that finish line. It's going to be one of the best Olympias ever. I promise you. Make sure you tune in.
All right. So JM.
Kerrith Bajjo.
Signing out for NBCNewsOnline.com, and we'll see you in Orlando.
All right, guys. Love you.
I'm getting that.